So today we're going to be taking a look at another custom action figure that I've been wanting in my collection for a long time now and finally got around to it, and it is Darth Traya from the video game Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. So she's the final boss that you fight in the game. Could you say that she's the main villain? Darth Traya is one of those characters that you can analyze until the end of time, and there's a huge debate as to whether she's really good or evil at all. You could make the argument that she's not evil at all. She's she's supporting a cause that she thinks leads to a good outcome in a way. You could argue as well that power is not really her main goal in life. She's not like the typical Sith Lord that you see, in the movies or most of the video games where they're trying to take over the galaxy and cause all this harm in the world because it makes them feel good. But there are a lot of philosophy videos on YouTube out there that go upon and analyze Kreia for hours, or Darth Traya for hours. If you didn't know, she is Kreia, one of the party members that you play as, or one of the party members that joins Mitra Sirik in the beginning of the game, and she does manipulate the storyline for the most part. She does basically set it up where it's the complete death of the Jedi and the Sith. Her main goal in the game is to basically kill the Force in a way. And of course she's using Mitra Sirik to be able to fulfill that. And then she will reveal her identity towards the end. But very interesting character. Definitely a fan favorite, especially if you've played the game. And we'll take a look more at the action figure. So a lot of this tooling that you see here is definitely borrowed from the Luminara Unduli sculpt that was originally released in the 2013 Black Series line, and it was also re-released in the Vintage Collection recently, which I do have reviewed on the channel as well with the Tartakovsky wave. Not sure about the head sculpt, if that's what that's borrowed from exactly, but at least the entire body is borrowed from Luminara. I have seen a lot of customs of Darth Traya over the years. I've seen some too where if you played the game, she has these 3 floating lightsabers around you, and I've seen some people where they have a custom display stand and then they'll have 3 of the purple lightsabers surrounding her. But to me, this is one of the best custom Darth Trayas I've ever seen. So just like the Lana Vash that I reviewed recently on my channel, this is made by Sith Jedi Customs, who does have a great eBay store. Lots of great custom action figures. Very expensive, but I would say the quality is definitely there for them to justify the price. So I'll take the hood off. Most of the time, Darth Traya or Kreia has her hood on, so that's how I'll probably be displaying her. But lots of nice detailing in her head sculpt there. Really impressed with that. So I think if I recall correctly, Darth Traya is blind as well, so the few times you do see her eyes in the game, she doesn't have any pupils at all, so that's accurate. In fact, I think in the Restore Content mod, she does take her hood off at one point. In the original, she does not. Basically during the time she reveals her identity. And of course, it seems obvious, but Traya comes from the word betrayal. Definitely the whole storyline and everything this woman experiences is all about betrayal. She betrays, and lots of betrayal happened to her. Kind of a tragic story. Very nice detailing in her robes. Similar to Lana Vash, the cloak that she's wearing is very form-fitting, so I'm not going to be articulating her too much because I don't want to risk breaking it, or it's very stiff on her as well. But she's not a character that you're going to need in a whole lot of dynamic poses anyway. So that's fine. And I'll show you the articulation now. She does have the ball joint at the neck there, and a hinge at the shoulder. There is a hinge at the elbow as well, like that. Then a swivel wrist, then swivel waist. Then obviously, if this is borrowing the Luminara sculpt, this will be swivel hips, and then hinge knees, and there is hinged ankles as well. Yeah. The lightsaber she has, I'm not too sure what that's borrowed from. That actually kind of looks like a Phantom Menace lightsaber. Maybe that's borrowed from, I believe Ki-Adi-Mundi had the purple lightsaber in the Phantom Menace line, so that might be borrowed from him. It's a very nice purple blade. And then of course the removable hood. I really like how the Sith Jedi Customs did this. It's very unique, and of course Darth Traya or Kreia is one of those characters that you don't really see her eyes at all for the most part throughout the entire series or throughout the entire game, so you could have it where if you position the hood just right, you won't have to see her eyes at all. And she does have a little bit of that peak as well, which is pretty accurate, so it looks really nice. And you can fiddle with it a little bit to try and hide these extra tails on her hood there, or these extra pieces on her hood. It looks really nice. And for the most part, she stands pretty good on her own. I probably will give her a display stand, but because she does seem kind of fragile. And I'll do a quick comparison here with technically her apprentice in a way, Darth Nihilus. And they look really good side by side. I don't have Darth Cyan yet. He's another one that's on my list of custom action figures I hope to get someday. I haven't really found a Cyan that looks extremely good to me though. There are lots of great Cyans out there, but sometimes the facial expressions, it looks a little too happy in a way. Obviously, if you know Darth Cyan from the game, he's the Lord of Pain, so you want him to have a little bit more of an angry face, but not too cartoonish. So at some point I'll get a custom of him. And I'll throw in Mitra in there as well. They all look really good together. I am building up a pretty large Knights of the Republic 2 collection. I've said in a few of my other custom videos that I do plan on collecting most of the characters from the game at some point. My dream item, I'll do this for a separate video as well someday, is HasLab Ebon Hawk, and it includes all the party members from the first two games. I think that would be a very nice piece, even if it is $1,000 for that. I'd be willing to pay for that. So anyways, that concludes this review. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more reviews in the future. There will be plenty more to come. Or hope to start branching out and doing more vehicles and maybe even some Hot Toys action figures here at some point. Greatly appreciate the support up until now. If you have not already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Enjoy reading all the comments. Greatly appreciate the support there. And thanks for watching.